Hello everybody. Even though I love Lincoln Town cars and Cadillacs and Buicks and all that jazz, my life seems to be revolving around Toyotas, and repeatedly already around Toyota Prius and Toyota Corollas. And today is no exception, as I am filming a 2017 Toyota Prius. I think it's a 4 trim, so kind of similar to what I filmed before, the red one, but that one was 2010, I believe. And this is yet another look. Oh, there's my reflection, my shadow. See, I cast a long shadow. So this time, this is once again a work vehicle. I'm doing some maintenance on it. This is actually a second vehicle that we own. We actually got rid of the red one since I filmed. And yeah, I guess I just wanted to do this quick video. I know this Toyota Prius is not a hot commodity on YouTube. I know you guys probably, my viewers, do not want to look at a Toyota Prius. And trust me, I don't want to be looking at a Toyota Prius either, but at the same time, I want to use the opportunity that I do have of actually driving and talking more freely and actually having possession of a key to one, which is right up here. Whoops, there you go. So you can see it's a little bit fancier key here in the back than the old one is, but it does follow the same pattern. Lock on lock, hold, and then you can pull out the little plastic component right there, which I cannot do with one hand. And then on the back you have a blue Toyota symbol, which coincides nicely with the blue Toyota symbol there. So this video, I guess I want to raise several questions, and several questions are all centered around why. And the first question is, the styling. I don't know about you, but I like the styling of an older one better. There's something about this whole design with all these little lights here and like this element, and there's a turn signal I think there. I don't know, like the little fish scales here. Like, I know they're trying to be different. I know manufacturers can't be, innovating every single time, but it's almost like they're taking a step back. Like, look at this thing. Like, I love filming my Lincoln Town car up front because you got a nice, powerful grille. You got a nice stance. Oh, what is this? What is this represent? Is this a fish? Is this, I don't know, a sea bass? Is this an eagle? I don't know what it is. But yeah, this whole idea with the bumper, with the cutouts, I don't know, is this supposed to invoke some sort of a reaction? But to me, I just want to throw up. You got the lines happening there. I don't know. This is not the fully loaded one, but I'm guessing fog lights would go there. Here you have a blank one. Also, the Prius continues its thing with plastic. You have a rim like behind there. Why do they have a hubcap over it? I don't get it. You have plastic over a metal rim. Might as well just leave the hubcaps off. So once again, why? Why are all these design elements make their way into a final production car? The rear, I want to say the rear looks a little better. And I know there probably have some wind stuff happening here. How the wind flows makes it easier, but for the wind to follow. But I don't know. Still not a big fan of whatever's happening here. The whole split rear glass, I'll show you from the inside. It doesn't do any wonders for visibility out the back. You have a glass piece here and a glass piece, and once again doesn't do it for me. Side profile from here, it's okay, but yeah, the front is really ugly to me. Same thing here. Like, is this supposed to be a continuation of the glass? So like where you think it's a glass, but it's not? Don't know. No sunroof. It's a relatively expensive car. It's not a cheapo. It's not a cheapo little one. I'm sorry. Yeah, I gotta film it from a different angle. So anyway, yeah, the exterior it's not good to me. All right, let's move into the interior. Let's look at the inside first. Keep in mind it's not my car, so inside you do have leather. If you guys can see that, there you go. There you go. Focus. Yeah. You don't have a lot of room, but you do have some. Here, I got the seat all the way back. Let's see, can we focus? Yeah, sorry, the sun is like really shining today. Yeah, there you go. Maybe I zoom out a little. Yeah, in the back, you got really nothing. I can sit behind myself quite fine. The seat is all the way back. That's how I can fit. You have, surprisingly, you have all automatic windows, even on the back. So that's interesting. This seat is kind of reclined, but the sun is really killing it. So obviously with the seat reclined, you can't really do much there. And you do have a power point there. That's about it. Leather, if it is indeed real, I'm not 100% sure. It's okay. It's not a big deal. It's cup holders. That's it. Real no amenities, no sunroof. Like I said, you know, Toyota's been putting these fixtures in cars for ages. So, yeah, there you go. The trunk is fine. Yeah, there you go. So this is as a driver. You see this. What's up with this bar? Like, I mean, it has a backup camera, so it's not a big deal. But yeah, I never understood these design elements here. So headroom is fine. Legroom is fine. All right, let me get out of here. All right, so when you step inside, you do have the push button thing where if you tap right there, it does lock itself. So yeah, that's the modern version. Then you put your hand there, it does open up. Good. Let's see. Yes, it's a September of 2016, so it's a 2017 model. I do like the little elements here. You do have a lumbar and power seat. All windows are automatic. Nice. All right. So here you go. Continuing the whole idea of why. The first thing is, let me get away from the sun because I cannot see anything. So it's a push button start. You have a nice little graphic right there to kind of tell you that maintenance is required. All right, let me move it away. Let's see if we can do anything with the sun. You do have a little whine. You do. And by the way, I am filming this at an abandoned Regal Cinema. When was the last time you guys went to a movie? This thing has been abandoned for ages because of COVID, of course. You know, everything is due to COVID. Why does life suck? Oh, it's due to COVID. Why does this car suck? Oh, because it's due to COVID. No, but anyway. Okay, so check this out. I'm going to have to zoom out. So, once again, continuing on the whole idea of why. You know, let's answer some questions. So, first of all, sitting here, the seats are okay. They're not too soft. They're not too harsh. They're fine. Let's look at this gauge cluster here in the middle. Once again, I'm not going to go over everything. You do have a tire pressure light in this car that's on. Whoa, there you go. And then it's got BSM, so blind spot monitoring. So anyway, but the whole idea of why, okay, so you have the whole center mounted thing. I know some cars do it to give you better visibility, but look, you have this shroud, you have this cutout here. That blocks visibility. So if you move this whole gauge pod here, or start it here where the speedometer and stuff is here, you're not going to be blocking anything. So I think they did it for God knows why. All right, but I don't know. I like my gauges to be in front of me. I don't want to be looking towards the right, especially when some of those lights are kind of far away from you. So there you go. Prius. Okay, they must be very proud to put it here. Also interesting design. All right, so here you have these sliding things. As you can see, when you move it here, you have the little flaps that move. Here, you have this whole panel moves. I think this is a much cooler design than this. Why couldn't they do the full oval thing here like they do here? Don't understand. There, right there, you see that? That's a hole. I think there was a blank switch panel here that kind of fell in. So look, I'm actually touching some wires. They're not, like, I can't get through it in there. And by the way, I just accidentally pressed fuel release cap. So I can't, like, touch it there, but the panel fell inside. And also, speaking of the famous Toyota quality, look at this panel. Do you see it moved? Do you see it's moving? So what's up with that? Like, that shouldn't move. Yeah. Don't know. All this stuff is all really empty, hollow. It's not soft. Here you do have your standard, you know, it's shared with Subaru, actually. This whole audio stuff, this radio, like, I mean, we have very similar thing happening. Here, let me go back. Very similar thing happening with our Subaru Forester. So, it's again, nothing to write home about. I'm pretty sure Forester or Subaru stole it from Toyota. So, not a whole lot to worry about. This one does have a nav card. So, I think somewhere in here you can do the nav. Yeah, so it does have it because it's a relatively high up trim level. So there's that. Climate control. So this is the one. Look at this. Okay, I can see myself. Oh, look. I'm right in the knob right there. So this whole climate control thing, I do want to say I kind of like it. So you got the little toggles here and there. It also duplicates itself there. Not sure why that's necessary. You have a display there. You have a display there. So, have a police cruising by. So, I don't know if they're going to ask me, what am I doing at this parking lot? So, I don't know, or maybe they'll just go. And, yeah, so you have this whole thing happening here. I kind of do like this control. I'm not going to lie. So, then we come to this whole pod. And this is where the whole white on black thing is starting to bother me. I don't know what they were going for with this whole design. Oh, see? The battery just kicked in. The gasoline just kicked in. So, I think they meant to do it as a phone, like it's supposed to look like a cell phone. Or some sort of like an Apple product. But they really make this whole interior cheap because of these little inserts. Look, like this looks like a plastic plate. This looks like a phone. This looks like an iPhone. Now, it's good that it has this this wireless charging pad. But look, I put my phone here as I was driving, and every other time I press the brake, my phone actually slides, like it falls in there. So why couldn't they make this a higher stop, or just don't make this floating thing? Also, look at this. Here, let's see if I can... See, it does have heated seats. But that has got to be the oddest placement of the heated seats buttons. Why couldn't they place them anywhere? Why couldn't they place them here? Why couldn't they place an extra button here or there? And the funny thing is, all right, so it has the driver's side heated seats. Okay, so I can turn it on here. Passenger seat heater. So it's basically warning you that the passenger seat heater is on, but, you know, this is my eye level. If I look down here, I can barely even tell what's down there. Like, it's not very convenient. So instead of putting the button in a very obvious place where you don't need the little light that tells you that the passenger seat heater on, why not just put the button somewhere here? Maybe not by the shifter, but you have plenty of space here. Like right there, anywhere, maybe even in the display. Once again, the whole idea of why. All right, so I don't know what else to tell you. So as I was driving it around, I did notice one good feature, which is this laser guided cruise control. So I took a highway to get up here where I am. And this feature right here, where you press it when you turn it on, it does give you a little warning right here, using expressway only. Beware of stopping and merging vehicles. But basically where you can set the desired speed, and then you can actually set how far you are from the car in front of you. That feature I do love, not gonna lie. I used it. It slows down by itself. It increases the speed by itself, so that's a nice feature. The rest of this stuff, this lane departure warning, that gets annoying very quickly every time you change a lane when it's when you're not signaling. It annoys the hell out of you, at least out of me. So there's that. The rest of this stuff, so like you can see the trip. what does it say? Yeah, it's got 20,000 miles. So I'm surprised that a panel already fell off. And then this whole thing, and then this whole thing. Like, I don't know, that's kind of bothersome. So it's not an old car. It's not an old car mileage-wise. But it's got one thing going for it right there. 45.1 miles per gallon. That alone, I guess, is enough for people to buy it. And then you do have a whole bunch of other stuff here, like the energy monitor, different HVAC systems. So now it actually grades you on how efficient you are with your heating. And yeah, that's it. I don't know, whatever. I'm not, as you guys can tell. Now, I'm not trying to rail against this car. I understand millions of people buy this car, despite the fact that they didn't want to use a little efficient LEDs. Why? By the way, I just realized that. Yeah, they're just using regular little bulbs instead of LEDs. You do have, all right, that stuff. So there you have it. I'm going to try and film a little driving video since I do have the key and I still have to go back to work. But yeah, like this whole car. Oh, by the way, look at this armrest. Town car style. But it only opens one way towards the driver. It doesn't open the other way. So it doesn't slide or move or anything. All right. Yeah, so like I said, I understand millions of people buy these cars just because they are a Prius. You know, I get it. If you don't care about a whole lot of thing and you just want to drive, and you just want to drive the most fuel efficient thing ever, you have to buy this car. But the whole styling thing, the interior, which is like an Apple, Samsung knockoff, that just doesn't do it for me. The whole driving dynamic too, you know, it's just not that good. You got the clock from the 80s, just in a white font. Yeah, just even like this material right here. It's all cheap and not good. And these are not like super cheap cars. Like, you know, I did review Prius Type C. And I actually, or it's just, maybe it's just Prius C. And I liked it because it's not pretending to be anything that it's not. This thing, I think there's a lot of pretending happening. All right, on to the driving to get it over with, including, what's up with this shifter? Like, this is rubber. This is not even plastic. And then this whole thing. Oh, and then it gives you a bunch of warnings. Shifting unavailable. Unable to shift to B. Vehicle must be indeed a shift to B. BDB. DDB. Ah. All right. I'm getting frustrated. Let's get it over with. All right. So I'm on the road here. And isn't this ironic? Look what I'm driving behind. God, I want to be inside that car so much right now. Instead of this. Help. Give me this. Give me more of that. Let's see. Trying, obviously, not to crash in the process. But it's the last generation. Obviously, I'm shaking all over the place here. The pavement is pretty crappy. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to shut this off. I'm going to turn on the auto stabilization mode, stabilizing this whole thing. All right, there you go. There you go. Now we're in business. Anyway, so what can I tell you about driving this thing? So yes, the fancy cruise control is nice. Not gonna lie, I like that. The whole power mode, you guys can see the little green symbol on the dash. The power mode makes it somewhat tolerable. Somewhat. Not a lot. The eco mode is the same like what I've showed you guys before at the red Prius. It's the same thing. There hasn't really been any sort of progress. The eco mode basically castrates the engine, whatever little power they have, these little engines. which, by the way, I didn't even look underneath the hood, so maybe that will be my last thing. You guys can see how unexciting I am when it comes to these engines and a lot of other stuff. So, and it's really pissing me off, this little plastic plate thing, because I want to put my hand there, damn it. Why can't I? What is it, the airbag thing? That's, I don't know. But yeah, in a power mode, like if I ever got stuck with driving these cars a little bit, you know, beyond just an hour or two here, I would just put it in a power mode and I would forget any other mode. Like there's a normal mode in there. The EV mode is useless. I don't understand, because as soon as you hit like over, I think 10 miles an hour, it shuts itself off. So what's the point? I don't know. I mean, how much gas can you possibly use? Yeah. So there you go. Cruising, like if I just set it like this, and then I set it to, let's say, 68, and I do, yeah, like you see, it actually tells me that there's a car in front, that it's tracking, and then it's gonna slow down. Yeah, like I could dig that. And then I can increase it to, let's say, 70, and it'll keep up with the traffic. Yeah, this feature, like I said, I know I keep railing about this feature, but that's the only thing that kind of gives me any exciting feeling. And then there's that town car way up there. Now the one thing is about this anti-shake mode is that it kills the extreme zoom feature on the phone. So I don't know what's better, to become more stable but lose the extreme zoom to catch that Lincoln town car in front, or to not have it shake all over the place. I don't know. All right, I'll show you guys the engine when I get there and we'll wrap it up. All right, I also can't help to notice there's a Lincoln Continental right there that's following. Oh, shut up. The lane departure warning thing keeps going off. Look at this. That's a nice pair right there. Although they're both discontinued, but at least, you know, caught them together. Yeah, world needs more cars like this, damn it. See? Oh, I can't show you anymore. Yep, that was a nice white town car. I didn't notice what trim it is. So maybe if I caught it, maybe if it catches up to me, I will. No, it can't catch up. Come on, town car. So another thing I noticed is that the car prompts me to hold on to the steering wheel every once in a while. I'm not sure why. Let's see if I can catch it. Yeah, there you go. I don't know how it knows. Like I'm holding it here. Maybe I'm not gripping it enough. Let's see if I can catch it again. Nope. All right, so it's getting a little dark and there's a giant train right there, so I just wanted to kind of capture the illumination here at night. I guess it's glowing a good old blue color. So then when we turn off the car, it gives you try more moderate temperature settings to improve score. I did not even turn on the climate control half of the time. So apparently it's telling me not to use climate control. That's nice. Okay, all right, let's look at under the hood and get it over with. Here you go. Same crap like everywhere else. Guess I don't see that many, actually I don't see any orange cables at all. That's weird, unless they're all tucked in underneath the cover. I can see that this cap is open for some reason. Yeah, but other than that, it's pretty dirty, but once again, it's not my car, so it's not my job to clean it. So, alrighty. Well, it is very light though. Alright, everybody. I know that the person who likes town cars don't like these and vice versa, so we're gonna have to agree to disagree. Thank you, everybody, and we'll see you next time.